Hello and welcome to the Awkward Geek. This is daily 14, and today is December 15th, 2011. Today I am recording and posting this daily a little bit earlier because I'll be working from 3 to 11 tonight. I'm still in training. I'm not actually like working, but they want us to get practical experience in the residences. We've already had some trips to the classrooms for practical experience there, but they also want us to have some experience in the residences. And the best time to do that is in the evening, because in the morning it's sort of a rush and it's actually very early. And they're trying to get out the door to get to the school. But in the evening, there's some downtime for some of the clients, and they're getting ready for bed and stuff. But there's a lot more time between when they get home and when they can sort of um, be awake. So that actually didn't make any sense. There's a lot of downtime between when they can get back home and before they have to go back to bed. So there's a lot more waking time. So that's probably the best time for us to go, and that's why they're scheduled that way. We were actually scheduled for 3 to 11 yesterday as well, but they used that day for some more restraint training, so we didn't get to do that. So we only get one 3 to 11 day, which I'm actually sort of thankful for. I really don't want to work 3 to 11 days, but that's just me. I got my car back today. My nana picked me up at 9:30. Well, 9:20 actually. She said 9:30, but she came here at 9:20, which is fine. I have no complaints about that. Pick it up a little bit earlier. It's all good for me. And I went to the shop and picked up the car. I was told to ask for a repair record from my father, who had talked to the mechanic he usually uses, who said that was my legal right. But when I asked them for it, they said that there was no repair record because they get their cars repaired in mass. Because they don't just sell cars; they actually lease cars out too. So I guess they get a lot of cars looked at and repaired and all that stuff. Um, but they did give me the error code that was given. Um, so I do know what was the problem, I guess, but I feel like I should probably call the shop back. I mean, call the dealer back just so I can get the number to the shop, just so I can ask them what they actually did, because the code lets me know what was wrong, but it's a very generic thing. It was like an emissions leak um, on the fuel line somewhere or something like that. So it could have been anything from a broken cap to something, and then maybe the neck or the line actually being broken. And I don't know what they did or actually replaced to fix it. So I would like to actually know so that I can know what to look for. So I might call them up. But it's great. I got my car. It's definitely used to my car at this point, so definitely like having it back. Um, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do today before going to work. I don't really have a lot of errands to run, so I get to sort of pick and choose what I want to do. And it's I've only got a couple hours at this point now, but I've already done some things. I played DSL, the text-based game that I played a little bit this morning, and I also talked for an hour, I guess, to that one young woman I was talking about, the singer. Uh, I convinced her to hop on Skype, and we chatted there for a bit, which was fun. Um, and But she had to go do stuff, so she left, and now I'm recording this because I figured I need to get it done at some point. And I still have a little bit of time after to do whatever. Talking about new friends and meeting friends, the crazy lady, as I'm going to call her, that's not her actual name, but I'm going to call her the crazy lady. She has red hair. She knows who she is. She's great. Was upset that I didn't mention her epic vocals in my vlog last night because I talked about the other young woman I met. I need to make a name for her. I'm going to call her, I don't want to call her the singer. It would be very apt, but I'm going to call her Purple Lady. I'm going to call her Purple Lady. We'll see how she responds to that. Purple Lady, I was talking to Purple Lady, I was talking about how she sings, and I heard some of her vocals, and they were great. And so, Crazy Lady was upset. I'm not going to call her Crazy Lady, because that sounds negative. It sounds really bad. I'm going to call her Silly Lady. I think Silly Lady is more apt. Anyway, so Silly Lady was upset that I didn't mention her epic vocals, because she has a bunch of vlogs. She actually has a lot more than mine. But she hasn't kept up on them lately. So, but she had a couple of vlogs where she's singing at a camp with a bunch of other people. So I couldn't actually pick out her voice. But I figured, um, she can feel free to post a comment on this, and if you want to go check out her profile, it's Actin Forever, and you can look for those vlogs where she's singing, and you can comment on her epic vocals if you want. I couldn't discern them from the rest of the vocals, so um, sorry, but I'm sure she does have very epic vocals, and I'm sure I'll learn more about those epic vocals as we become better friends. And I'm also going to shout out to Andrew because he's my best friend. He's my best friend. Okay, that has not changed, even though we never talk, never ever. We just don't talk. We're both apparently very busy, but I think it's just because we're really bad best friends. But it's fine because he's still my best friend. He's still the person that I would trust with most anything. And I don't think he actually watches. I have to get him to watch these. But we should talk more, Andrew, because I never talk to my best friend. It's really weird. Um, and if you can think of anything fun to do, let me know. I'm not doing much today. I'm getting stuff done. I'm never bored, but um, I'm just sort of curious. If you're watching these vlogs and you think of something fun to do, let me know. I'm gonna think of some fun things to do, because I may be trying to do some fun stuff with some friends. New friends that I've met, friends that I already have, like Andrew. So let me know what sort of fun things you do. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks. Bye.